to Alumni Hall as the Mids pick up the victory tonight, 62-47. Time for the postgame show presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union proudly serves the armed forces, veterans, and their families. Our members are the mission insured by NCUA. Joined by Jordan Pennick. And Jordan, you had one of the highlights of the season tonight, that block in three. Yeah. That's something you can look back on 40 years from now. That was pretty impressive, man.
It was nice. Yeah.
For your team tonight, how important was it to get a win? You guys have lost 4 straight.
Yeah.
So many of those close games this season. How important was it to get the win tonight?
I mean, obviously it's very important. We got Army coming up, so we know we had to get something going into them. You know, they've been on the street. Got Jalen Rucker over there, Ryan Curry, Josh Govins. You know, they have a really talented team, and I think we have a better team than them, obviously. But like you said, we've been fighting in these close games. Every single game has always been a second half with us, you know, and that's something that we harped on in practice. Like in practice, we always have a good first practice, and then as soon as it starts getting down, everybody starts getting a little bit fatigued, and you know, body language starts going down. But we just harped on together as a team, staying together in the second half.
Jordan, in the defense in the first half was phenomenal. It seemed like you guys were locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Scouting report, what Boston was trying to do, holding them to 19 points in the first half. Mm-hmm. What was the mindset defensively tonight? Because it was one of your collectively as a team, one of your better defensive efforts.
Oh yeah, for sure. Obviously, we gotta give a credit. We gotta shout out to our coaches. You know, they prepared us day in and day out. You know, their guys worked really hard on getting us prepared for the games. Now it's just our job just to execute it.
You mentioned the close games, and then, you know, BU makes that run. You had a 20-point lead. They got it down to 6 or 7 there in the second half. And then what was the conversation as far as the team? Because, look, as we've talked about, you guys have been in this spot before. What was the conversation amongst you guys?
Obviously, I was just harping on the guys, you know, win every media.
Yeah.
You know, it's a long game. Every 40 minutes, you know, it gets fatigued, but we can't just harp on like these guys are coming back, we have a lead. If we just focus on every 4 minutes, I think we'd be fine.
How many times are you going to look at that block shot?
Hey, I told him I need to update the starting lineups video and have yours right at the end, and then boom.
It might have to.
Yeah, you like
get
that?
The crowd going.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us, Jordan.
Thank you.
That was an unfortunate play. Congratulations on the win.
Thank you, sir.
Jordan Pennick with the win tonight here for the Mids as Navy picks up the victory here 62-47. We'll now bring in Jon Perry, assistant coach for the Mids, as the Mids win it here. Jordan gets the high fives behind us. Jon Perry joining us here with a special guest as well.
Special guest.
Hey, Coach, first of all, great win for you guys tonight. It's interesting. We were talking to Jordan. We talked about all these close games. They made that run to get it back down to 7, and then you guys really clamped down again. You had that nice set where Cam Cole got the backdoor layup. Great execution down the stretch. And, you know, so many of these close games tonight went your way. What was the key down the stretch?
Yeah, it was finding a way. You know, Drape made a great pass there in the high-low, and they were going zone. They were confusing us a little bit. They were going 1-2-2 press back to man, 1-2-2 press back to zone, and Drape made a great basketball play. Cam Cole made a great basketball play by making that cut. And I think, you know, when they cut it to 9, Coach did a great job in the timeout of just saying, fellas, we've been here before, right? Let's get a couple stops. And our defense, I mean, hang the hat on our defense tonight. It was unbelievable. 47 points.
Yeah, it was great. And that first half, 19 points, Coach. But the guard play across the board, hopefully Jinwoo's going to be okay for Sunday. But, you know, talk about just you know what Benitez going to give you every night. But when Kim and Pennick are doing what they're doing, and just the ability to move the basketball offensively, it's a different type of team offensively.
Yeah, Mike, it's a great point. I mean, those two guys had a little bit of pop tonight. You know, G he got fouled and didn't dunk it, but I told him in front of the team at halftime, just going up and trying to dunk that says something. Like, it's a statement play. And then JP's unbelievable defense to offense play. I mean, he went and blocked that guy, and then he comes down and bangs the 3, right? I mean, that's a highlight for the year.
Well, it's funny that we talked about it. Gino had this big smile on his face after he did it. I know, you know, he didn't finish it, but the happiness, you could see it on the court tonight for your team.
Yeah, we were playing with a little bit of freedom. I think we were a little free. You know, the guys just relaxed and said, hey, we've lost 4 in a row. Let's just go out. Let's have fun. Let's play free. Let's play for each other. Let's show some toughness. And, you know, it's really kind of commit to the defensive end, which we did.
It felt like a game where there's no must win until the conference tournament. But this, just to get yourself back into some striking distance with Army around the corner. It felt like that kind of a game.
Yeah, momentum's everything, right? Momentum's everything, and you're right. I mean, it's you lose 4 in a row, you start out 2-0. You're unbelievable. You've done this before, right?
A time or two.
Yeah, and isn't that the best part of life right here? Right? It's the best part of life. It's the
doubt
best part.
about that.
One of these days, she won't let me even touch her
I've
shoes.
got a 15-year-old now, so yes.
But you're right. You kind of start to feel a little bit of the pressure, and I'm telling you, those guys just flushed that and said, "Man, let's go have some fun tonight."
Great.
Coach, thanks for joining us. Great
Thanks.
win tonight, and good luck on
Yep.
Sunday in West Point.
Can you say beat Army?
Beat Army.
Beat Army! Thanks, guys.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining us here on the postgame show. And that'll wrap up things here on ESPN Plus as the Mids pick up the victory here tonight as they take down Boston University. Final score 62-47. We'll continue on the radio side, but thanks for joining us here on ESPN Plus. Navy basketball returns in a moment.